Resilience means finding strength in yourself and in what you know, in those around you. So my name is Elise Bollinger. I belong to the Osage Nation, and I'm the Curatorial Fellow at the Center of Southwest Studies. I'm the curator of this exhibit, As Seeds We Grow, Student Reflections on Resilience. I actually was asked to do this project to respond to the reconciliation efforts at Fort Lewis College by President Tom Striticus and Dr. Lee Bitsui. When I talked about resilience with the students, it was mostly about cultural resilience. So what things in our lives that come from our different identities, or intersectionality of identity. I decided to do this exhibit because I really like working with student artists and talking about identity, but I ultimately agreed to it and came up with a vision because I like working so much with students. And I think that talking about cultural resilience specifically gives a lot of strength to students as they move to a new place or are involved in new projects.
I am Elizabeth Quinn Macmillan, and I am the curator here at the Center of Southwest Studies. This exhibit specifically ties into larger campus conversations, and it brings in student voices, and it's really taking it from being just a museum to being sort of a community space for our Fort Lewis community. I've been lucky enough to work with Elise now for like 3 or 4 years, and so really to be able to support her in her work and to support the students to create this space for them to talk about this difficult subject, to talk about their identity. I thought that was really amazing, and also just the opportunity to work with the administration on the reconciliation efforts. I thought that was it was special for me to be able to be part of that.
Osio, Dawadoa, Anna Henry, G. Chalagi. Hello, my name's Anna Henry and I'm Cherokee. I have worked on the land where the old boarding school was, and I do have family members who were in boarding schools, so it was just complicated for me. But I was really honored to be able to tell my story of like my family. The story behind this exhibit is so linked to intergenerational storytelling. So what I did is I brought in a piece from my grandpa, my mom, and then me and my mom collaborated on a couple pieces. My piece, it's called Hand in Hand. It's supposed to represent like my mom's hand and my hand, and then in the middle we have, it's kind of like an abstract rendition of the Cherokee water spider with the medicine wheel in the middle. So it's supposed to represent like healing and like growth and creation.
I think that this exhibit, it fits in being very forward-thinking as well as reflective. Like I think I see the campus community wanting not only to reflect on the issues of the past, but also to really celebrate like our diverse cultural community going forward. I think it fits well within that effort, and it's just like one of the small ways that we are working towards reconciliation.
Students were able to put this exhibit together and voice their like real feelings about it. And I think that just speaks to where we're going.
Students get to be leaders in social issues of indigeneity just by being here. And then I think through this project I've learned that a lot of students, when they go back to their family and say, I'm working on this project about boarding school, their family is like, wow, that's so needed. I'm really glad you're doing that. And this isn't something that would happen at a different institution.